No, well, let's not leave out the most obvious
Well,
don't.
Don't BS your kids.
You've been talking about all my things.
Mine was kind of out there now that I think about where we are and what we're kind of focusing on. But I wrote down, don't paint a picture of unknowns and lies to your students and parents. I think it goes back to integrity. Painting any picture of anything right now, and you have factual evidence right now that it's unknown, is really a disservice to parents and students and what have you, not knowing what's going on. So, I think that's a do not, right now in the moment, and period. As a professional, as a director, you have to be a visionary, but you cannot, I don't believe, paint a picture of unknowns.
I think it's important when you're young or even 25 years in to not let your mouth write checks that can't be cashed. In other words,
Ooh, Top Gun.
Don't
That was the last episode.
don't make empty promises. The kids will can spot BS from a mile away, and if you keep making promises that you can't deliver on, you're going to lose them. And that's kind of like goes along the lines of what we've been talking about.
Don't BS your kids. I mean, I
Right.
still get questions sometimes from kids. Mr. Shane, how do I trill a high F sharp on bassoon? I'm like, I don't know. I'll tell you tomorrow, though. We'll find out.
Google it.
Yeah,
Yep.
but easy, but if you don't know something, don't try to BS them. Whatever. Just tell them. If you make a mistake, I make mistakes conducting. Sometimes I'm like, that was me. Don't be like, oh, flutes, you were count off there. No, it was me. I messed up. Let her be. Here we go. Boom. The kids appreciate it. The kids know. I mean, if you mess up like every 10 seconds, maybe not. But the kids appreciate it. You're human. You make a mistake. It happens. You joke around maybe for a second, and you go on. But when you don't, when you try to say that wasn't me, you must have messed up.
Right.
You know what? I've been reading this book called Speed of Trust. And the two main components of trust is being competent and having integrity. And I think, I translate that to being a band director in this day and age, being able to be reliable in parents and students and your principal to trust. I think you have to have some competency, competency of knowing fundamentals of being an educator and understanding what needs to be pillared to have a successful program, and having the integrity and having a vision for your program and not living in the moment, and being able to see what the program should look like in a 3 to 4 year span. And when you can lay that down, that will bring, to me, some success in your career and for your program. So a do is to build trust, but also within that have competence and integrity.
No, well, let's not leave out the most obvious don't.
Rule number
Which
one.
is, number one.
Rule number one.
Rule one. Don't mess with the kids. Rule number two.
DFTK.
Don't mess with the money.
There's only 3 things will get you fired from teaching. Unfortunately, being incompetent isn't always one of them.